Hey everyone, my name is Ali Rocha, and I am a fifth year double major in industrial systems engineering and theater arts. So I'm here to kind of talk to you all about industrial engineering, which we also call ISE. So a lot of people often ask me what is industrial systems engineering, and I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't fully know what it was until I came to college. But the way I like to define it is the optimization of systems and processes. Basically, a lot of other different engineering majors go and make really great things. It's kind of our job to come in and like put the finishing polish on it, make sure that it's running to the maximum efficiency that it can. So within our major, we have four separate focus areas. The first being human factors engineering and ergonomics. The way I typically like to describe this one is designing things for human use. For example, if you've ever wondered why everything's laid out in a certain place on your car dashboard, someone had to go and analyze people and make sure it was all fitted best to people. So that would be what human factors does. Management systems is what I'm focusing in. It's a lot of the management of people, especially large groups of people, especially like if you have a whole staff in a warehouse, making sure that like you have enough people scheduled, that you're managing people correctly, and all the theories behind that and leadership. Manufacturing systems is what people typically associate with industrial engineering. It is making sure that your plant is running to the best efficiency that it can, any moving parts in it, machines, such like that. And operations research is the science behind decision making and why people do what they do. So it's taking in a bit of psychology into engineering and making sure that all processes are optimized best for humans. Our program is really great. I believe we were actually just re-ranked as number 4 for undergraduate industrial engineering programs. We have really great faculty advisors, and everyone in our classes are super passionate about our major, which is amazing.
What is the difference between having a minor or double majoring?
So I was a person who did have a minor who then turned it into a double major. So a minor is typically about between 18 and 32 credits, I believe. And it is a lot of times you can do like introductory courses and kind of pick which electives you want to take within that minor. Obviously, it depends on the department and what minor you're pursuing. A major is doing a completely separate degree. So you will have 2 degrees by the time you graduate. And that is something I'm doing now. Like I said, I'm a double major in theater. So I'm taking all of the industrial engineering classes as well as theater classes. So a lot of their introductory classes and then more into the final classes for my senior year. So definitely it's possible to double major. A lot of people also do pursue minors.
What minors go with ISE major?
So ISE right now has a really good minor with the business, College of Business. So you can take some of our classes and they will count for classes within that business minor. That's typically one that people go for, as well as computer science, green engineering, and statistics.
What do co-ops and internships look like for this major?
Honestly, for our major, one of the great things about it is that it's applicable to so many different industries that you can kind of go anywhere with it. I know people who do a lot of the manufacturing stuff. For example, I interned at UPS. I have also interned at Disney, so 2 very different companies. People have gone on to intern for different biomedical companies, different like aerospace companies. We can kind of go anywhere with our major, and that's one of the reasons I really like it.
Can you talk a little bit about what you did with Disney?
Yeah, so I did the Disney College program in spring 2018. So it involved me moving down there to Orlando, and I worked in one of the parks as well as took an engineering seminar class through them, which networked me with a lot of their different engineers.
Is it doable to double major in 2 engineering majors? And which one do you think would work best with ISE?
So it's definitely possible as long as you plan anything out, it will definitely work out. I guess it honestly depends on where you want to go with your degree. Like I said, ISE is pretty much applicable to any industry. So as long as you kind of have a passion for something, you can kind of go into it.
What is the best preparation you can take outside of classes?
Outside of classes, it's probably just being able to have really good study habits. That's something that I've always found, especially within ISE, we do a lot of group projects together. So being able to have really good teamwork skills from the get-go will definitely help you in the long run.
Was it possible to get an internship as a freshman?
Yes, I definitely know people who have. A lot of it involves going to like Engineering Expo, as well as just reaching out to companies individually as well. That's something I've found. But yeah, a lot of people get internships as a freshman.
How did you decide to come into this major?
So this was something, like I said, I didn't fully even know it was a major. I came from like a liberal arts high school, so I didn't wasn't really exposed to anything engineering. I went to the ISE information session just because happened to be free that night, and it ended up just being a real like eye opener to seeing how many industries you can go into with ISE, as well as the students who were presenting were so passionate about their major. And I know that was something I was really looking for, like people who were passionate about what they were doing. And they all talked about their internship experiences, and it was literally everywhere. And I thought that was super cool. And just something about the optimization of processes, something I kind of do in my day-to-day life. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so it's kind of a whole major that wants to make things better, which I really like.
What does an industrial engineer take class-wise at Virginia Tech?
So we take a variety of classes. Some are like a lot more in using like linear algebra skills for like deterministic operations research and probabilistic operations research. And then we also get to take like elective classes. So we get to choose which ones we want in one of these four focus areas, or you could take one in each. So it's really up to you what you end up wanting to do with your ISE degree and where you want to go. So you can kind of pick and choose your schedule once you get to those elective courses. A lot of the ones I've taken have been around management systems and managing different people and stuff like that.
How should an industrial engineer find jobs or get involved with professional companies to get experience?
So definitely going to like expo is one of the biggest things I can always recommend, because a lot of times it's face-to-face time with the company, as well as we have a lot of different professional organizations within the ISE department, such as IISE, which is the Institute of Industrial Systems Engineers. They host a lot of different company information sessions, as well as just social events within our major. So it's really great to just see all the people that they can bring in for all of our students to talk to.
And do you feel like this major has good job placement?
Yeah, I really do. Like I said, it honestly can be applicable anywhere. So there's just an endless amount of industries that we can go into.
Who would you recommend this program for?
I would recommend this program just for any, like a lot of people have been told that our major is pretty social, but obviously don't let that be a barrier to you. I was the shyest person when I started college, and I mean now here, look at me, I'm kind of presenting for the college and all these different things. Definitely just like if you have an interest also in business, that's kind of something that a lot of people are drawn to. It's like business engineering. Definitely would just recommend it. But honestly, like I said, it's recommend like we can go into any industry. So as long as you're passionate about something and can think that it can be improved, definitely check out ISE.
How, in terms of academics, do you feel like you're prepared for careers in this field?
I definitely feel like I'm going to be prepared once I go into the industry. All of our classes are taught by amazing professors, as well as if it's a bigger class, we do have a lot of TAs as well. So there's always help available whenever you need it. And a lot of it translates into real work experience. And a lot of the times we'll use like real scenarios and everything in our classes, so you can actually get a feel for what it would be like applying it to the real world.
What type of workload is involved in this major?
I guess, can you kind of elaborate on that?
Types of workload involved in each engineering major and transition of majors into the industry.
Yeah, so I think we honestly have like a pretty good like workload like every semester. There's never a semester that's kind of out to get you or anything, which I really appreciate. And it's just like I said, there's so many resources available to us within the ISE department that if you ever need help, it's always there.
Allie, do you have anything you would like to add or plug for the ISE program if somebody's undecided?
Like I said, I honestly didn't know about this major until I came to college, and I can't imagine not being an ISE major. I love it so much, and like I said, everyone's extremely passionate about it, which is something I really appreciated. Definitely check us out because, like I said, we're so in so many different industries. Like you can find an ISE major somewhere. So definitely keep it on your list.
Are there research opportunities on campus for ISE students?
Yes, I haven't done research personally in ISE, but I know a bunch of people who have. Our advisors actually send out an email at the beginning of the semester with all the research opportunities and who to contact about that. So it's greatly advertised if you want to do research opportunities. A lot of people will do it in like operations research or human factors, engineering and ergonomics. There's so many different cool labs that our professors are doing as well. So if you talk to any of them, they will definitely be very passionate about it.
Would you recommend studying abroad for ISE?
You definitely can. Again, it's something I haven't done personally, but it's always welcomed, and I feel like it offers a really global perspective. We do have a few partner universities through ISE that you can go there and it'll come back as credit for a semester. So definitely, if that's something that you want to do within your college career, ISE definitely allows for those capabilities.
Is it too bad if you don't do an internship in the first year?
No, I honestly think it's fine. Personally, I didn't do an internship my first year, but like I said, I know a lot of people who have. They definitely, it just depends on companies and what they're hiring and what you're looking to go into. I spent that summer taking classes and I ended up getting an internship that next year. Definitely after I had a few more experiences under my belt. But I definitely don't think it puts you at any disadvantage because ultimately we are all still in college and we're working right now towards that degree.
Allie, what are you looking to do once you graduate?
I'm hoping to go into an industry where I can kind of combine my theater degree and my ISE degree. Specifically, I've been looking into the themed entertainment world, as well as like the gaming industry and a few other things. So we'll see where I end up currently. But yeah, I'm just looking for a place where I can kind of combine both.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, of course. Have a great day.
Bye.